I'll go ahead.
Hey, Fletch, talk about the aggressiveness that you've been doing recently. You seem to be more aggressive. The Arizona game real aggressive tonight. What are you seeing out there in yourself that's making that happen?
I think just doing whatever it takes to help the team win. I think for this team to go beat really good teams, for this team to make a far run in March, and for this team to win another Big Ten championship, I think they need me. Some nights I can just be another guy, but some nights they need me to go score. And tonight we won fairly easily, but I think just the aggression from everybody, from Braden shooting the ball, from Mason coming in, it's just a bunch of guys doing their job to help the team win.
Braden and Fletcher, you were going through this the first time a year ago, heading into the new year, and at this point you had 0 losses. But this year you have 1. But you feel like this team is playing much better than a year ago at this point?
Yeah, I think we just got a little bit more connection, obviously, with me and Fletch and a couple other guys mixing in like Dave and them. We didn't have that connection as well, but I think now just being able to, like, with that under our belt that year, it's really helped. So.
It's just a little bit more going into it. You know what's going to happen. You know what you need to do to get yourself ready to go play 18 more games. So it's just another step forward.
Mason, you've been through this drill before, coming out Christmas break, playing the first game. What was the kind of the key for you to be zeroed in? You seemed pretty focused when you came in the game tonight.
I try to prepare every game the same. Some nights it's a better game than other nights, but my mentality, I try to keep pretty much the same thing. I know what my role is, I know what my job is, and I try to preach to the guys that if we do our job, we're easily the best team in the country. And so if I'm preaching that, I have to embody it.
They gotten a couple of offensive rebounds early, and you seen when you came in the game, you were shutting that down. Was that kind of your approach coming off the bench?
I would say that that's my approach every game. You know, again, that's my job, is to chase rebounds and be ready to shoot. And so tonight, I think they just did a better job of starting ready to rebound. And then I came in with some energy, and that's what I try to do every night. Tonight, it might have looked a little bit better, but ultimately, that's my job. So.
Braden Fletcher, to touch on that a little more, Mason comes in, gets 5 rebounds in 4 minutes. He's been here 5 years. What does that say about the spark he provides off the bench, and just what kind of teammate and player that Mason's been?
I was just glad he grabbed the rebound, first of all. I always give him crap for it. But no, just being able to have that, not only the starters starting off, we kind of gave up a little bit of offensive rebounds there, and then him to come in and just come in and grab and give us extra opportunities, extra shots. So it's helpful for our team, and just those extra possessions help at the end of the day.
Fletcher, the team had obviously a big rebounding advantage, but defensively you also had some 37% as a team. You just comment on the defensive effort tonight.
I think with a team like this that kind of spaces out a lot and likes to attack a lot of one-on-one, it was a lot of just us being ready to go, us being ready to guard our yard, as Coach Terry said, leading up into the scout. But I think just that level of aggression that we needed to start that first 20 minutes and going out ready to go to get a win against the South.
Hey, Braden, what opened up in the second half that you guys were able to get the ball into Zach so much, and you guys just started rolling offensively to start the half?
Yeah, I think just from the first half of us making shots, being able to make some outside shots, kind of open it up. Z was kind of finding us, and they were doing a good defensive job on him. And then the second half, we got the pick and roll a little bit, hit him on a couple dump downs, and then, if they double the pick and roll, we got the kick back, and then Z's wide open to a good post up. So it just really just flowed into it, really.
Mm-hmm. Can you walk us through your 2 behind the back passes there? Does that?
The second one, I don't know what I was doing. I think it was kind of like candy. You know, you eat it once, you eat another one. The first one felt really good, and the second one, I was like, PJ asked, "What are you doing?" I was like, I don't know. But first one worked, so it was good.
Mason, back in the Big Ten play next week. You've had some games since you last played the Big Ten. What have you kind of seen from this team that tells you that they're ready to get back into league play?
I think the biggest thing is our mentality and preparation and practice. The games look one way, but it matters what we do in practice, and our coach's preparation to prepare us, I think, is the biggest thing for the Big Ten play. We've had a great preseason, and non-conference schedule, and we've competed in it. And so I think that's what has gotten us ready for the Big Ten. But again, it's us. We have to take care of what we need to do, and we'll have a good time in the Big Ten.
Hey, Braden, what happened to your finger early on, and based on the 5 assists there to start the second half?
Yeah,
I assume that means you're good?
Oh, yeah, I'm cool. It just got jammed, kind of hurt. Wasn't expecting it, and a little cold early because it's obviously the first play of the game, so not really warmed up yet, but just jammed finger.
Mason, kind of going off what you said, this team is using a 10-man rotation versus last year 7 or 8. Has that allowed you as a team to stay fresher and to kind of get more balance across the board?
Yeah, I would say so. You know, whenever we have 10 guys, it's kind of less minutes for everybody playing, or most guys, and so some guys get to stay a little bit more fresh. And I think our coaches have done a great job this year of listening to our bodies, listening to us and our feedback between practice and games. And we've just done a really good job in our preseason again and building up into the Big Ten to stay fresh and ready to go.
Braden, with PJ Thompson running the office and this year, as a fellow point guard for Purdue, how has that made you feel comfortable this year as a point guard?
It's just nice to have because he's obviously played my role, kind of knows what to expect and what to see, and he's done it at a very high level and was successful at it. So just being able to have a guy like that to kind of ask questions, to kind of follow, I think is super helpful.
Greg and then Brian, last two.
Braden, when you talk about your comfort level, I noticed that one timeout, you got pretty hard on Lance and Fletcher after a possession, just communication. What's that like for you? Is that the kind of leadership intensity that you've always brought, and now you feel a little more comfortable being that way, and your attention to detail in a game where it's not Illinois or Wisconsin, but a non-conference team like that, to still carry that same intensity?
Yeah, I think it doesn't really matter who we play. I think at the end of the day, we're number one, and we got to hold that standard. So I think everybody takes it a certain way, and I can talk to Fletch like that, and I can talk to Lance like that because we build a relationship off the court. So being able to have that, and he's the same with me. If he got on me because I messed up, it'd be the same thing. Like, we all understand each other, and I think being able to kind of have that as teammates to kind of get on each other and hold each other accountable goes a long way.
For Mason, hey, you've been a part of this program for a long time. We're around it a little bit before that. Can you kind of put into perspective the fact you guys haven't lost a regular season non-conference game in 3 years, especially considering how you've scheduled and the level of competition you play?
It's impressive, definitely. Coach Payne talks about it, how no other team in the Big Ten has done it. And whenever you look at Tom Izzo's teams, you look at the IU teams, you look at the Michigan teams, you look at the Coach Brantley's Purdue teams that was here, nobody's ever done it. And so we haven't just played weak teams in our non-conference. We've played really good teams. Last year we ran through Portland. This year we've done very well. We won in Maui. And so it's just a testament to our coaches and us and how hard we work and understanding that every game is as important as the next, and we're not looking past any game. So we just have to use that momentum going into Big Ten season and see where it takes us.
Thank you, guys.